"Reckon we got the easiest job today," Fletcher said. "A short stroll down to the dock and a sweet boat ride back to the island." "Yeah," Waters agreed. "Today is like a holiday." "Maybe you shouldn't talk like that," I said. They both shot me questioning looks. "Haven't you seen any horror movies?" I said. Fletcher guffawed. "What's that got to do with anything?" "This is how people act when they're walking directly towards the monster. They have a false sense of security, a bravado, that later turns to terror." They both laughed. "This isn't a horror movie, Alex," Waters said. But even as she said the words, her eyes moved to the trees that surrounded us, as if she expected something to come jumping out from the woods. "Don't let him spook you," Fletcher said. "I'm not. But I do hear something. Do you hear that?" We stopped to listen. I could hear a noise somewhere in the distance. Something was moving through the woods. "Sounds like it's some distance away," Fletcher said. A note of worry had entered his voice. He raised the carbine in his hands, almost imperceptibly. "Let's move," Waters said. We picked up the pace. Fletcher and Waters took the lead, jogging along the path, while I tried to keep up. When my breath began rasping in my throat, it was a stark reminder that I may have lost a few pounds since the apocalypse began, but the results of a lifetime of bad habits still weighed me down. "Keep up, Alex," Fletcher growled, looking over his shoulder at me. "It's getting closer." The distance between me and the two security guards was widening, and I wondered if they'd leave me here. The noise in the woods was getting louder. It sounded as if a large animal was keeping pace with us, just out of sight. But as my brain processed the sound in more detail, I realized that it wasn't a single creature in the woods. I could hear lots of feet moving through the undergrowth,